heading my way. Supposed to make landfall on Thursday, and it might go to the east of me again like the last two did to Tampa, or it might go right at me. So we get the west side of the storm, just some rain. I ain't leaving, just like last time. Get the east side of the storm. Bye-bye. We're leaving because that's where the damage is. The east side of the storm, those of you unfamiliar with how hurricanes work, the east side of the eye is where all that bad wind, that destructive force wind they talk about, storm surge and all the bad shit, the really bad shit is on the east side of the eye of the storm. So if we don't get the east side, a seasoned hurricane veteran right here growing up on the Gulf Coast. Get the west side and we're not like right up on the eye. All good. We're chilling. So I'll know tomorrow morning. I've got an appointment to do lab work in the morning. I'm going to go do that, and then we'll see where we're at. Might be heading to Louisiana. Mom called a little while ago. Y'all coming? So we're going to find out. So I might be fleeing. Point being, Thursday's live stream with Justin, we just went ahead and called it. We're going to reschedule for potentially next week. Jumped on Justin's celebratory 100K live stream last night. And then talked to him and Grace after the live stream on the phone for a little while. So it was great to catch up with them. Congratulations once again to Justin on 100K subscribers, and congratulations to Justin and Grace for finally letting everybody know that they're in the third trimester. Baby Justin Copeland is on the way. They're having a boy. So congrats to just one of the greatest couples I've ever known. So no specific topic. I figured we'd just chat. I didn't want to sit here and go through sniffing fragrance stuff. I figured I'd just talk to you guys because this could potentially, depending on how this storm shakes, I'll be the last live stream for the month. I don't know. I really don't know. More than likely the last one for the week, though. Unless something was to change and it hooks a hard enough right to where I don't even lose power, like we don't leave and we don't lose power, then I'll be streaming again Friday. So we'll see. And scent of the day, Fragrance World's Azure Oud. It's good. It's not as good as the real deal. I'm sorry. Look, will you be happy with it? Sure. Will you continue to tell yourself it's just as good? Probably so. Until you try the real one. When you try Oud Maracuja, I'm sorry, you're just trying to convince yourself, because you're not going to convince me. You're just trying to convince yourself that it's just as good, because this is pretty good if you've never tried Oud Maracuja. Opening is got that cheap synthetic oud funk. It doesn't smell bad. It has a rotten fruit oud smell, which oddly attractive. I do kind of dig it. Dry down gets a lot closer to Oud Maracuja. It is a pretty good fragrance. It's just when you compare it to what it's cloning, it's like, could have been better. Could have been worse. Could have been better. It's solid. And I don't regret buying it. I'm enjoying wearing it. I'll continue to wear it. I'll probably do a full review on it. Just spoiler alert, it's not going to be an 8 and above overall grade because I don't think it is an 8 and above fragrance. But that's what we're rocking. It's still very good, though. I would call it like 7 out of 10 kind of stuff. To be continued because I'm testing out performance. But as far as the scent, it's at least a very good fragrance. Azure Oud from Fragrance World. So let's get caught up in the chat. I see we got 58 in the first 4 minutes. Who knows what kind of crowd we'll get. We might only have you 58. I don't know. But hit that thumbs up on your way in if you don't mind. Aventus Cologne layered with imagination. Well, aren't you fancy? I bet that smells good. Good to see you, man. Guest night EDT. I've got Naxos, Skyline Loam, EDL, EDP, and Bond number 9, New Harlem, being delivered today. Quite the package right there, sir. Very good to see you, sir. Toomey Awakened Distilled. Stay safe in the approaching weather. Fingers crossed, because we really don't want to leave. Because if there's potential that it's really going to hit hard over here, we can't run the risk of losing power because of my dog's insulin has to stay refrigerated. So no matter what, we're going to have to go. And it's, the travel's a lot on Farrah. That's the main reason we don't want to go. We don't want to drag her several states over if we don't have to. So fingers crossed that, we just get some bad rain. Cool with that. Maybe lose power for a couple hours or whatever. That's cool. Okay. It's not cool, but it's better than what it could be as long as we get the west side of the storm. So we'll see. Playing it by ear right. Not leaving yet, but it's 50-50. It's a toss-up right now. Opera Joe Parfum is some good stuff. So, okay, so you're much newer to the space then, is what you're telling me. As long as you're enjoying it. It's all that matters. Just for the future that you can get them from discounters. The kind of stuff that a Giants fan would wear. So, whatever your favorite fragrance is, that's the kind of genius that would stand in 100-mile-an-hour wind and try to test the fragrance, is a Giants fan. There you go, Kyler. Good to see you, E. Seraphim Red, hell yeah. Encre Noir Sport, that's good stuff. Good to see you, sir. Terry Parfum. Let's see. L'Envol de Cartier Eau de Parfum. That is one of Justin's favorites. Bentley Momentum Unbreakable. We talked about the Unlimited Flanker this morning. Dan, not the man. That's the plan. That's the plan. Seraphim Blue, great fragrance choice. Be safe. Day 3 Del Mar, great choice. This is Jean Bray from Molinard, suggested by Newt and IBF, as well as myself. I put a stamp of approval on that as well. It's fantastic. Please, anyone know something great in the vein of Hugo Reversed and Elysium, but less expensive? I'm all ears. I mean, you're just going to be going for an Elysium clone, basically, is what it's going to come down to. And there's a smorgasbord rabbit hole of just tons you can go down that hole with. I would highly suggest trying Elysium if you haven't yet. Sample it. That way you have a baseline of what you're really looking for with it. Because Hugo Reverse, like I said in today's video, it's a very stripped down take on it. It doesn't smell exactly like Elysium, but there's elements there that will remind you of it. Very few, because like I said, it's very stripped down take on the profile is the way I view it. But I'll see stuff like Alexandria Zion, pretty good clone. You're probably not going to like the performance of Paris Corner's Trillium. I love the way it smells, but it's like a 3-hour fragrance, so you probably won't like the performance on that. It smells great, though. Imperium's pretty good from Fragrance World, but again, like 5 or 6 hours. So if you're looking for a really strong performer, you're probably going to want to look the route of Dua and Alexandria to just get one of their dupes of Elysium, basically, if you want, Elysium similarity with strong performance. Good to see you, Kaylin. Wearing Imagination. Kara, good to see you. Wearing Dylan Blue. Hell yeah, great fragrance. Nitro Red, speaking of great fragrances. Roy, good to see you, sir. Xerjoff Golden Mocha. I've never tried that one. Dior Homme Sport 2021, great fragrance. Speaking of great fragrances, Cody's always got something really good on. Creed Milsim Imperial. Good to see you, Antonio. Mugler, love you all. One of the flankers. I haven't tried any of them except for Come Together. No, I live in a very nice apartment complex. We can't have generators here. That's not a concern with a generator. So now if I had a home, different story. When I had a home in Louisiana, yeah, I had one there. But no, I live in an apartment. I guess that's news to you since you were asking me that. You didn't know I was in an apartment. I'm on the 3rd floor. Strategically on the 3rd floor. It's a pain in the ass going up and down the stairs with groceries, but I don't have to worry about flooding for shit like this coming through. And it's a relatively new complex. The phase I'm in was built 2 years ago. The original phase, first part of this property was built 4 years ago. So very new complex. All right, Storm Prep. Hope all are well. Yes, stay safe, Will. You're further east than I am. You might be getting the bad shit for sure. I think there's no avoiding the bad shit if I remember correctly where you're at. You're further south of me, I believe. I don't think you're in the Panhandle, right? Good to see you, sir. Lamal Parfum, great fragrance. Definitely a stunning fragrance. Good to see you, Ken. Hope you didn't get whacked hard with that storm. Me either. Wearing Usher He today. One of those fragrances I forgot I had. Woody aromatic, fresh and clean, green Irish tweed vibes. Joe, good to see you, sir. Encre Noir LIVESTREAM. By the way, Justin's live stream last night was awesome. Genuinely admire y'all's friendship. That's my guy. At one point, he mentioned if y'all could only get a glimpse of what our relationship actually is off camera. I'm saying we talk about everything. We don't just talk about fragrance. That's like we're very good friends. When I said last night, like if he called me right now and said shit's hitting the fan, I need you here, I'm buying a plane ticket and I'm fucking going. Not that many people I would do that for. That's the kind of friendship we have. So very fortunate. It's weird because for the longest time I looked up to Justin in the fragrance space. Justin was one of my 2 favorite channels. And then when I met him, I was like, we just kind of meshed. Like I hung with Justin most of the night. And it wasn't just me going to hang with him. Like we go our separate ways for a little bit. Next thing you know, he comes up to me, hanging for a little while. So it was just kind of worked, And I'm not going to say we've been inseparable because we live very far apart from one another. But when we're together, we're pretty inseparable. That's my guy. Lots of love for him, and Grace is wonderful. Wonderful human being. I couldn't be happier. It was great to talk to them after the live. Like I said, I got on the phone with them for a little while, talked a little bit more after the fact. Because I thought they were springing that news on you guys at the beginning of the stream. That's why as soon as I came on screen, I was like, great to see you, Grace. You're glowing. You know, like I couldn't really say nothing. It's their news to drop, you know. So Spiro Vibrato, beautiful fragrance. Gary, good to see you, sir. Louisiana, my hometown, Houma, which I was there a month ago for my fantasy draft. So I'm just gonna stay at my mom's. So that's what say. She called earlier when I stopped at Cava to get my post-workout meal, and I was on the phone with her the rest of the way home. French Defense, soft live stream clap, best cherry for sure. I agree. Got it off of what you and Dedrick said. Oh man, so good, so good. Dedrick's gonna get rain no matter what. He's directly east of me. So whether it's west side, east side, whatever, he's not getting the direct immediate landfall impact, but he's getting rain no matter what. How bad the wind's going to be, I don't know, but he's getting rain no matter what. I'm getting rain no matter what. East side or west side, it doesn't matter, but you don't want the east side when it comes to hurricanes. If you can be fortunate, if you're going to get it, you don't want it on the east side. That's where the bad shit happens. Well, welcome. Glad to have you. Rocking Barcelona Tech. I've never heard of this fragrance. I'm not familiar. Luis, good to see you, my man. Seraphim Red, then Rirana. Salty Citrus, I don't think I've tried. I don't recall ever trying that one. I had a Discovery set, and I didn't try all of them from the Discovery set. I ended up doing a giveaway with the Discovery set. Sirs Lieutenant Sherry, John, you have good taste, sir. The dry hay tobacco fragrance is beautiful stuff. Will do, sir. Shout outs to the NO. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, sir. Brown's going brown. MB Legend Spirit. Great choice. For us, stay safe, but as a fellow Louisiana hurricanes, that's what I'm saying. Like, mom's like, oh, you know, we just got it. Like, my mom's making a deal out of it. I'm like, you act like we ain't been through 70 of these motherfuckers, if not more. Like, that's literally said that to her. You act like we haven't been through like 70 of these motherfuckers. Like, that shit don't faze me. A category 5 can be coming. I'll be like, fuck. All right, well, I guess we have to leave. That's my mentality. I guess we gotta fucking leave then. It's gonna mess shit up. I'm just used to it. I'm numb to it. I've been jaded by hurricanes. Like I said, when you grow up on the Gulf Coast, you're used to the shit. They're gonna happen. Some years you get lucky and you don't see them for a couple of years straight, and then all of a sudden you get bombarded. So far, there's been 2 that literally, here's me, and they did this. So far, I'm hoping the third one does the same shit. That'd be crazy. 3 storms in a row, just curve right under me. Like one of the 3, this is being the third one. One of the 3, we only got a little bit of rain for the last one. The first one that happened this season, sun never went away, never rained. People were like, how? What's the damage? Like, nothing. I was at the gym with the sun shining while it was going on. I would love that. It's leg day on Thursday. I'd love to be storm. That's fine. I'll go have a hurricane party at the gym. I want to go hit the pendulum squat. Don't fuck up my workout routine, hurricane. You know what I mean? Like, really don't want to leave. It's cool if it wants to rain. That's all good. Just please don't let us get the wind. I don't want to have to leave. Oh, man, that's some good stuff. You managed to get 25% off. Damn, that don't happen often. Yeah, that's one of the ultimate in versatility. Good to see you, sir. Getting ready for work, wearing Dunhill Icon. I would wear Invictus Victory. Well, at least you can get a victory with your fragrance, right? I say that knowing we just lost, but we'll have a better record than you when the year ends, so I can confidently give you a little bit of a hard time because the Giants are not good. They'll win a few more games than they have been as of late. You can see there's potential there, but they're still not going to be that good. So, shout out to you. Just wanted to give a big thank you for always looking forward to your weekly rotation. I appreciate that. We're in Montebaco Intensivo, blessed from the Netherlands. Well, thank you very much. I sure appreciate that. You smell incredible. Isui Super, tobacco, citruses, a lot of grapefruit mainly. It's good stuff. Papi Lefico. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I had 2 great streams yesterday. Shout out to Spencer. Spencer's gained like 100 subscribers in the last 3 days. He's at like 1,020 something. So appreciate you guys that went show some love. We had a crowd of like 80, I think we peaked at for Spencer's stream yesterday. It was a great time. Great to hang with Spencer, not so famous YouTuber for those of you that don't know who I'm referring to. And then I did most of the stream last night with Justin and Grace. Waited until about 30 minutes in. Me and George jumped on together, and then I stayed and we did a bunch of giveaways the rest of the way. So no stream here. That's why we didn't stream here yesterday, because I had 2 streams elsewhere that I was doing yesterday. Because I wanted to at least get one in this week with you guys. I figured I better have a talk with you guys and hang out now today, because there's a really good chance we're not going to be streaming again this week. Fingers crossed that's not the case, but pretty good chance that's the case. Planning on it. No, still south on the Gulf Coast. The storm's not going to touch Louisiana. I mean, maybe at the edge of a little outer band might give a little bit of rain, but for 20 or 30 minutes or something. But yeah. I'm definitely hoping for the best as well. Thank you, man. You get a soft live stream clap. Great fragrance choice. Good to see you, Jeremiah. Good to see you, sir. Pure Parfum perfume, for those of you that didn't know what the Triple P was about. The Pure Parfum perfume. That one's very much a earthy patchouli, dirty lemon kind of thing. It's probably the most different one of the bunch. Hawas Black. Good stuff right there. I'm definitely going to get it back in the rotation more as the weather cools down a bit. It's a little much for the high heat. Thank you. I've never done anything with them. I've never bought anything from them. So I really can't weigh in. Creed Aventus Cologne. We got 2 in the chat wearing Creed Aventus Cologne. My favorite Creed fragrance. Excellent choice. L'Homme Ideal EDT. 8 hours in and still going. It doesn't get any love because all the flankers are good. Especially stuff like the EDP, the Intense, and the Extreme. Nobody's really given the Parfum love yet. The newest one. I think it's amazing. But the EDT, the Extreme, the EDP, the Extreme, and the Intense have always been the ones that get all the love because they're so good. But people forget about the EDT. The base DNA. Unless we beat Dallas Cowgirls on Thursday. Probably not, though. Yeah, y'all are going to be just the meal that the Cowboys need to get back on track. Watch. It's going to be bad. They're going to slaughter y'all. They're going to slaughter y'all because they're the talk of the town right now that they need to get Bill Belichick and all this shit. So they're going to go out aggressive and they're going to slaughter y'all. It's going to be bad. I bet they win by 3 possessions. Whether that's 2 touchdowns and a field goal or 3 touchdowns. 3 possession margin. They're at least winning by 17. It's going to be bad. So you probably don't even want to watch. Unless you hear, oh, God, we're winning. Probably wouldn't watch that game, caller. Just saying. I'm not saying it to pick on you. I really think that's what's going to happen. I think the Cowboys are going to just stomp the shit out of the Giants this week as a bounce back. Because they're negative in the media right now. Well, we're going to be passing through that way if we leave. I sure appreciate that. I says, well, he's a really cool guy in real life as well. All 3 of you give me balanced content. Well, I sure appreciate that, Jeremiah. Thank you, man. Kara, how are you? We got both Karas in the chat. Driving right now, Cineda's Mudon Elegante. You've been wearing that one a lot lately. Hit that like. Be safe on the road. Don't you type shit else while you're driving, damn it. I don't need you getting in no wrecks or anything like that. You just hang out and listen. Try to entertain you the best I can. Maybe not be entertaining. I don't know. We're just talking right now. Maybe somebody say something stupid and I can say something real smart ass and funny. I don't know. We'll see. My first time actually being able to catch a live stream. Let's go. Well, Caleb, welcome. I'm sure glad to have you here. Montrese, good to see you, big dog. Givenchy Pie Extreme. I've never tried the Extreme. And it's been, I couldn't even tell you how long since I smelled it. I don't even remember what Givenchy Pie smells like. It's been so long. I was a kid the last time I smelled that fragrance. Saga, great to see you. Excellent, excellent. Wishing us a safe travel, which I appreciate, and anyone else who's in the path of storm, stay safe. That's for all of you guys, because we got a lot of people in the Florida area that are tuned into the stream. Hopefully that weather, smelling our best, and with a smile on our faces. That's another thing. I got so much shit I got to bring. That's another reason we don't want to go. Got to pack all that stuff. And then we got these weird regulations with our apartment complex. Like we'd have to empty our refrigerator and freezer and unplug it. Otherwise, we have to pay for a refrigerator when we get back. If it's like rotten food in or we leave it plugged in and it was to get a surge and fry the electronics, we're responsible to buy another refrigerator. Old bougie ass complex we live at. Looks like a damn resort that I live at. It's great, but to keep it great, they tag your ass with some stuff. Pause, I believe I'm supposed to say with a phrase like that. Notice I always make it real corny with like, I think I'm supposed to say pause. I do that intentionally. Almost 100 in the chat. Only 36 likes. That is criminal. That is criminal. Let me take a look. 49 likes with 110 watching currently. You mean more than half the viewers hate me and are hate watching? I don't believe that. I don't think we got more than 10 hate watchers at most. A few that don't have YouTube accounts and can't like, but I think the majority of you are just forgetting to hit that like button. I think that's reality. I think that the breakdown I just gave is reality. Handful, maybe two that hate me that are watching. A few that don't even have YouTube accounts that happen to be watching, so you can't like. So I get that. Maybe create a YouTube account, subscribe. We'd love to have you long term. And then some people just forgot to hit it. It's like, oh shit, my bad, Ross. Or some of you is like, nope, he asked for it. I ain't doing it. Fuck him. Shame on you. Shame on you if that's your attitude. That funky ass attitude. It's so strong. That's why it's unnecessary, honestly. I know people love the ridiculous performance, but I don't see a situation where it's like, yes, 31 hours of longevity. Thank God I had this fragrance. But because it probably would. I'm stretching that and exaggerating, but it probably would if you didn't shower for a day and a half. It'd probably still be there. And not a dead skin scent either. Philosophia from day 3. Great, great choice. JT, good to see you, sir. Cool water, grapefruit, and sage. The plan is no matter what, I'm going to take care of my girls. Whatever's going to be best for them. I'll pack up and do what I got to do. I take care of the girls. My wife and my dog. That's my girls. They run the show. They're what's most important. As long as mama and the baby's happy, I'm good to go. I have a 50 ml coming. Fragrance Buy stocked it, and they had 50 ml and 100 ml, and it went like that. I'm glad I bought the 50 ml when I did. It was like 66 US for the 50 ml, and I think like 97 or something like that for the 100. I don't need the 100. I've been buying 50 mls every opportunity I get. I just buy the smaller bottle. So I think it shipped today, actually. Yeah, because I got tracking early. It shipped today. I'm sure there will be a delay in the packages that I have coming in. So we get to look forward to some Kicks Griffey live streams here on YouTube. Hell yeah. Not going to lie, YouTube been pissing me off. A lot of people have been telling me that. They're mad. Keeping 100. Shout outs to that fucking kid. Yeah, for sure. I don't know what it is with YouTube notifications. Like, what's the point in us telling you guys, hit the notification, turn on all notifications, if they never notify anyone? I hear this all the time. I hear it all the time. I get a prime example. Some of you old school wrestling fans may be familiar with David Isley. Does that name ring a bell? Because shout outs to David Isley. I did meet him. I forgot to tell you guys this story. We haven't been live on here much. I was at the gym the other day. He walked up to me. Very nice gentleman. When you look at him and you look at me, you're like, you don't watch him. At least that's what I would think. That's literally what I told my wife. Like, I would have never thought this guy watched me. Like, visually, no relatability here. He come walk up, shake my hand. He's like, man, I thought that was you. I was with my wife and I saw the NWO hand tattoo. I was like, yeah, that's him. He's like, man, I love your YouTube channel. He's got to be in his late 50s, early 60s. And I didn't realize at first who he was until he told me. He's like, so you a big wrestling fan, huh? He's like, yeah, I'm retired. I wrestled for many years. And when he told me his name, I was like, that rings a bell. And he's like, yeah, look me up. I'm all over YouTube. Sure enough, AWA, New Japan, everything. Like, he's wrestled Flair, all them guys. I'm like, damn, didn't even realize it. So I met a, historical figure in the wrestling business randomly who watches the channel. He may be watching now. Point being, shout out to you if you are, David. Point being, he's like, you haven't put out a video in a while. I'm like, I don't miss a day. At minimum, one video a day for, over 5 years now. He's like, really? He's like, YouTube never notifies me. He's like, I've been subscribed. I got the bell turned on. He's like, I haven't seen a video in weeks from you. It just hasn't been popping up in my feed. I haven't been getting notifications that you got a new video. So that's the reason I bring that up. Just, you never know who's watching. I would have never guessed he enjoyed the channel and liked me. Shout outs to David Isley, So there you go. Point being, YouTube's bad about these notifications. Driz215, I appreciate you, sir. So I'm assuming everybody's going to hit you with the custom emoji, which I should do some new ones, actually. I should do some new ones. Everybody's good about hitting those custom emojis right on cue. Jared's right after. Mr. M.A. Styles, good to see you, sir. wearing Calvin Klein Eternity Cologne Yeet. I was very happy to see that. I've been debating on getting his breast cancer awareness Yeet shirt. I wore my main event Jey Uso shirt today. Funny that you say it. I had somebody come up to me in the gym because I got my earbuds, and he's like, "You a wrestling fan?" I was like, "No, I'm just fucking wearing a Jey Uso shirt." That's what I told him, just like that. He started laughing. He's like, "Well, obviously." He's like, "I just had to ask, even though you're not going to own that if you're not a wrestling fan." So we talked about it in the future booking. We had a good 10-minute wrestling talk. So everybody agrees. It makes sense. It doesn't hurt Braun Breaker. Before you know it, Jay's getting inserted right on into this bloodline story again really soon. He needed that singles title, even if he loses it in the next month. Feel good moment last night at the end to close out Monday Night Raw. I was not surprised by the win. I was confident he was taking the Intercontinental title. Yeet. A lot of my Instagram story posts were his theme music today and stuff like that. I tagged him. He didn't repost anything. He's reposted me before. He didn't repost anything from today, though. Shout out to Jey Uso. I moved August 1st of last year was my first day in this apartment. Panama City Beach, Florida. I moved away from Colorado. And these hurricanes are what makes it a bitch. Back on the Gulf Coast. 3 of the 4 places I've lived have been on the Gulf Coast. Here, home Louisiana, South Louisiana, and then Southeast Texas, Sugarland, which is south of Houston. So other than the 3 years I was in Colorado Springs, I've always dealt with hurricanes. So it's a pain in the ass. It is what it is. Texas is always the backup plan, but boy, we sure love it here, especially the Panhandle. It's this emerald coast with this particular sand at this beach. It's the most gorgeous beaches over here. It's like homeowners insurances and flood insurance and wind damage and hurricane insurance, it's expensive as shit to live here, but man, it's great. You'd swear it's a blue state, how expensive it is over here. My apartment's not that damn bad, not California and Colorado kind of shit, but still, homes, pretty expensive over here. And it's all the different insurance coverages is what makes it crazy for your mortgage payment every month. So it's still a toss-up. We want to stay here, but it's like logically, it's pretty stupid with what we can get in Texas, financially and logically. It's pretty stupid to stay here. You buy here on emotion. If you're buying on logic, you don't buy here, Steal of the draft. Well, yeah, he's better than Daniel Jones already. I don't know if I would push on a Super Bowl his direction yet. 3 weeks into his career, so pump brakes a little bit, but I drafted him in my dynasty league. He was the quarterback I had my eye on over Drake May, and I'm a North Carolina fan. And as soon as the Patriots drafted Drake May, I said, done with that idea. I'm out. But my number one quarterback in the draft for my dynasty league for me to get my hands on was Jake Daniels. He's my number 3, kind of my number 2 right now, because I drafted C.J. Stroud last year, and I've been having Herbert for a few years. I retired Brady, but I always have quarterback depth. In my dynasty league, I always have quarterback depth. But Chanel Parfum, excellent choice. My man Kicks Griffey. Hopefully you don't have to evacuate. I hope not, man. I'm so late. Spice Bomb, Night Vision, EDT. I saw your post earlier on IG. Kicks Griffey approved. FWO Wolfpack for life, indeed, sir. And those white and black Dion's right there, then DT Max 96. I had 2 people in the gym come up to me to talk about my shoes today. It was an eventful day at the gym today. I had a lot of people wanting to talk to me today, more than usual. On occasion, I bullshit with somebody, but the sneakers in the main event Jey Uso shirt were pulling people in today. Maybe it was, and I was in a really good mood too. So your aura, your energy. Do you look approachable? Do you look like you're going to be a dickhead? People will avoid you. You're not going to get a compliment of any kind if you look like you're going to be a dickhead, right? Sometimes I look like I'm going to be a dickhead at the gym. I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't, because I'm in my own little world. I'm in my mode. Adrenaline's up, stemmed out of my mind with caffeine and all this stuff and pre-workout. You know what I mean? Stimulants going crazy. In the path tornado before. Yeah, that's way worse. That's way worse. Infrared EDTJ. Good to see. Yeah, tornado is way, way worse. OG Ray layered with Molecule 1. You got to try it if you haven't, Ross. Keep it up, my man. I sure appreciate you. Good to see you. Hope you stay safe. Spend the day early was a Lorem Sport Extreme. Tonight, Hawassa Ice. That's quite the double whammy. Great choices. Welcome. I hope you enjoy the members only stream. We cut up even more over there. Sometimes we have the Bishop Jared Miller come join me on the screen. That's probably going to be, it's been the first weekend of the new month. The last 2 months, it'll probably be the same thing. We'll probably do maybe not Saturday the 5th. I got a bodybuilding show I'm going to, Muscle for Heart over here. So I'm going to an NPC bodybuilding show next Saturday. So possibly Sunday, maybe Friday evening. Maybe we'll do it Friday evening. Because I'm going to be, that evening I'm going to be at the show. I work out in the morning, so I won't have time on the 5th. And then Sundays are for football during football season. So we ain't doing that shit on Sunday. So probably on the 4th. So you're more than welcome to come join us. That's part of every level of the membership gets to come hang in the membership stream and see what all the giveaways are about and all the cool shit we do with that. Good to see you, sir. Wulong Cha, great choice. Be safe on the road, man. I have a decan of it from Randy around here somewhere. I heard it's just absolute Ventus. Might be different. No, I'm still not gonna get a bottle. Absolutely not. The next time I buy a Creed fragrance, it's gonna be one of very few. It might be one of the royal fragrances I've been wanting, Oud, Mayfair, or Water, or Centaurus. More than likely, Centaurus is the next bottle of Creed I buy. Funkincense. I love the name. It's important to give something away that you cherish. After you pick them, give one away. We'll see what other kind of stuff he puts in the chat, because this might be some bullshit bot profile or something. Because I doubt he's some philosopher trying to drop knowledge on us. You know, I highly doubt that. It's the fragrance community. There's none of those here. So we'll see. I'll take the first one in stride and see where it goes from here. Sin of the Day's Mephisto clone I found from a random brand called My Perfume. It's called Maleficent, and it's fantastic. Well, anything Mephisto. My favorite Zerjal fragrance. Good to see you. Going to drink some apple whiskey alone in my room, enjoying myself while watching my man Roston, listen to some music. Got to love my loneliness. Well, you're not lonely while you're hanging here with us. Don't make it sound so depressing. It's not depressing to be you, unless you make it depressing. Sounds like you're trying to make it. Don't make it depressing. We're gonna bullshit for a little while. Enjoy your apple whiskey and listen to me talk shit for a little while. Absolutely. Let them know, my man. Club de Nuit intense today, and you know what, man? It just works. It does. It doesn't make sense that it works, but it works. Good to see you, sir. Got a couple of thumbs up. Have you tried Penhaligon's Castile? I have not. I have not. Had to go back to okay, so it's not a bullshit profile. He was literally trying to philosophize us, is what we'll say. He was philosophizing us. Dropping some knowledge. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Floor. Ooh, that's a good one from Kadlaj. All 4 of them in that line are really good, actually. Ex Nihilio Blue Talisman, the hype of the hype from earlier this year. Okay, so I'm super far behind. So what that means is I need to skip ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and apologize now. But yeah, I'm going to need to. I see you guys. What's going on, man? Triumph Box is great. Because, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy. It's like you were talking about on Joey's stream last week. It's like this, you need to be more selective unless you're going to start reviewing them and making monetization money and use them, have write-offs. Because I get to write these off with my LLC. So this is what I do full time. Unless that's your situation, it's kind of wild to just buy all kinds of shit all the time. Next thing you know, you got a bunch of fragrances you don't spray. I got too much. So good to see you, my man. Gentleman Boise, FWO for life. Hell yeah. So guys, I am going to skip down from here. I apologize. I see you, Newt. I see a lot of you guys. I'm sorry. I got to skip. I see Roy's going to sleep. Short live view for me. We'll get some rest. For those of you who didn't know, Roy is 7 hours ahead of me. So yeah, it's very late for Roy. So go to sleep, sir. Go to sleep. It was great to see you. Austin, good to see you, sir. Congrats on putting the content out. Everybody go check out Austin's channel. He's getting better by the video so far. Only the 2 videos I've seen so far. Did you put a 3rd one out yet? Because I've only seen 2. His first one was Burlington 1819. Well discussed. And look, I saw some of the comments, like the dude telling you about a mic and do widescreen. Take the criticisms in stride. Don't think every tip that a comment gives you that you need to run with, because just do what you're enjoying doing for the time. If you like the landscape, the portrait mode for the time being, do the portrait mode. If You like the particular way you're doing things currently, do so. Don't rush into microphones and lightings and cameras. Don't rush into anything. Take your time with it. As long as you're having fun. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, right? So I'm proud of you, Austin. Congrats, man. Also posted my second video. So, okay, so that if I would have just shut up and read your comment, you haven't done the third one yet. Because I saw your second one. I saw your second video. Yeah, I think so. I think they will be. So I'm going to skip on down. I don't think I'll evacuate my mom. Me and my mom live more inland Florida, just outside of Jacksonville. We're expecting a lot of rain and wind. Yeah, if I was in the Jacksonville area like you and like Dedrick's in Jacksonville, I probably wouldn't evacuate, especially if it's going to end up being a 3 like they're projecting. Now, if it was a 5, it's going to get some bad shit for y'all too. But if it'll drop to a 1 by the time it hits, maybe even tropical storm by the time the eye gets close to you guys. So I wouldn't sweat it too much. I'm in the Panhandle, so I'm either getting a direct hit or the west side. Is based on what they're looking at right now. That's why I don't type. Good to see you, sir. Quest with $10 super chat. Shout out to my guy, Neighbors, for holding down my Giants on Sunday. G-Men for life, baby. Howdy, all you Cowgirl fans. How you doing? I got a lot of love for you, man, but I wouldn't come in here boasting about the Giants too hardcore. I was just giving Kyler the business about doing stuff like that. Man, I think you're going to have a different tune next week because I really think y'all are going to be the bounce back game for the Cowboys, man. And I am not a Cowboys fan, and I like giving Cowboys fans a hard time, just like everybody else that's not a Cowboys fan. I love doing that. It's fun. It's part of Cowboys fans don't realize the reason everybody gives all teams fans give Cowboys fans a hard time is because of how they act, you know. And it's no shade or anything. It's all fun. You know, fun nature, good natured stuff. At least on my end, it's good natured bullshitting, you know. But I have a feeling it's gonna be kind of bad for you guys this week, man. Oh, I've got insurance on everything in this room. I've got very specific renter's insurance that I pay a little extra on for certain extra coverage on, namely the fragrances, which, again, I'm on the 3rd floor, very sturdy building. I'm not sweating that. Chronic Macerator, my favorite name on YouTube. Getting ready for Helene. No sin of the day. Today, really. Just want to tell you, stay safe. Anybody in the path of this damn hurricane. Right back at you, sir. I sure appreciate the super chat. Still 9 degrees in Charleston, South Carolina. It's a good freshie. Hoffman, good to see you, sir. Elysium Parfum Cologne, great choice. Be aware of any fragrances that's similar to Eternity EDT but actually lasts a reasonable amount of time. I am not, because I don't even like Eternity. That was my dad's jam. I have a bottle just because. I don't like Eternity. My least favorite Eternity is Eternity. I like all the other ones more. So, honestly, I don't know. I can't seem to find anything close to that DNA, let alone something that lasts. Have you ever tried the Eau de Parfum? Because it is superior, first and foremost. And it lasts like 8 hours on my skin. It's only like $35. It's a little greener, but it still smells like Eternity. It's better, though. It's better. Have you ever tried Eternity Eau de Parfum? That's my suggestion for what I'm familiar with, anyways. Good to see you, sir. Rochas Moustache EDP. Beautiful fragrance. You damn sure can't go wrong with it. You damn sure can't go wrong with it. So we're at the bottom. Actually made it to the bottom. Cologne Flanker Eternity, surprisingly good performance for what it is. I agree. We talked about that one this morning in the video. I'm a fan. That's my favorite one. The EDP used to be my favorite. That's my favorite one, though. The Cologne Flanker. Flame's pretty good. The summer flankers are always good, you know, solid stuff. Nothing special, but they're always pretty good. But yeah, Eternity Cologne. That's the one. Viking Dubai. It's a dupe of Bulgari Tiger with nuclear performance. No, sir, I have not. I'm pretty much done with Tiger clones at this point because I've got like everything I want that I could possibly want that smells like Tiger. Unless I accidentally stumble into something that smells like Tiger without realizing it, I'm not intentionally seeking out anything else that smells like Tiger. Already had a way better setup at my PC. Just got $20 webcam on Amazon. I like the production more of the second video. I agree. It's definitely a step up for sure. Quaz, good to see you, sir. French Riviera. Well, look at you flexing on people. Recently sampled Absolute Ventus. It's a lot darker. And later in the day, it's when your skin smells like Terre Hermes. If you compare it to Ventus Cologne, darker, yes. Darker than Aventus? Disagree. Aventus Cologne, yeah, for sure. But Aventus, regular Aventus? Nah, I don't think so. Kyla, do you dip Skull? I used to dip. That's when my gums are all jacked up. See that? Right there? That's from dipping. Long before I smoked, I dipped like a can and a half a day. Skull Cherry was my go-to. Skull Mint, Timberwolf Wintergreen, Timberwolf Peach. Of course, the varieties of Copenhagen Bourbon was my jam back in the day. I started dipping when I had braces. I dipped for years before I started smoking. Still dipped when I started smoking. When I worked offshore, I used to dip the first go-round when I was working on the drilling rigs. When I was tripping pipe, roughneck on the deck. That's when I was dipping. That's when I was like 18, 19. You know, in my 20s, I went back to dipping for a little bit, but that section where the pocket is was already jacked up a little bit. I don't recommend it. I definitely do not. Universally liked as well, even though I don't get much eternity from it. It's same. It's more like Polo Blue than anything else. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's got empty decant. Send some ATH to Neil from the chat. I can send you some Memo Italian leather if you're interested. I appreciate the offer, Austin. I'm so backed up on decants. I still have several from Randy I haven't sprayed. I still have these decants and the Sense of Wood bottle that Jared sent me I haven't even touched yet. I have a Dillard's package from Miss Heather with some decants I haven't even opened. I'm backed up on stuff like that. So I appreciate the offer. I am definitely going to pass. Because if you were to send it to me, it might be a month before you hear another word about it. So I wouldn't even bother, man. That's I think my favorite one to wear of the four. The best time to buy, whenever you want. There's no specific time of year when it's like so much more, less expensive than any other time. It's not a time frame thing. It's a when can you afford it kind of thing. It's timing for you more so than like a strategic timing to buy to get the best price. Depends on the fragrance too. If it's a newer release, you're going to want to wait longer to let it get cheaper from the discounters. So aside from that, if it's something that's been established on the market for a while, it's going to be what it's going to be. At January, at March, at October, at December, it's going to be that pricing pretty much throughout the year. Never tried that one. Not a fan of Code Absolute personally. I know a lot of people love it. I've never been a fan of it. Same. That's what made me kind of be like, all right, I'm done. Jimmy Choo Man Intense. Wife tells me Taranthi Blue smells like citronella candle. Anyone else get that? No. No, sir. I do not. Underrated? You sure about that? That was a hype beast. Gooby, are you newer to the community like within the last year? Because for like 2 or 3 years prior, stuff was hyped to death. So you maybe just weren't aware of it because that is not underrated. That stuff was a hype beast for a while, for like 2 years straight. How are you? No reason in particular. They don't interest me. Outside of Ocean Noir, that was my favorite one. I've done some reviews in the past. I gotta have interest, guys. I gotta have interest in these things. I don't review every fucking fragrance on the planet. I don't want to review every fragrance on the planet. Apple brandy on the rocks today. I wonder if anybody else is going to say they did. I mean, it's a great fragrance. Smoke a pack and a half of Marlboros a day. I hate the fucking smell. Tough habit to give up, though. I'll tell you what, if and when you can quit, you think you hate the smell now? I can't stand the smell of somebody smoking a cigarette. I smoked about a pack and a half to 2 packs a day, depending on the day, for a long ass time, for like 15, 16 years. More than that, like 17 or 18 years, something like that. From 15 till I was like 34. Yeah, I think I was 34 when I quit smoking. I vaped for 6 months. I started at 6 milligrams of nicotine, stair-step down to 0 for about a week, and then stopped touching my vaporizer, and haven't smoked since. Haven't vaped or smoked since. My wife vapes. This smells good. Doesn't make me want to do it. Ah, so you don't like it. I love that stuff. It's phenomenal. I love it. Good times. Dentist told me to stop. Every dentist will tell you to stop. It's terrible. It's really not good. Not worried at all. Love this stuff for fall. So it might actually be cold enough for us in Florida to wear. It depends on where you're at in Florida. See, I'm right up in the panhandle. So the further you go south, the warmer it stays. Red Man. So chewing tobacco. Shit. Not going to act like I haven't had Red Man in the past. Oh, well. You spelled it exactly like the tobacco. Skull tobacco. Actually, no, you didn't. There's an A in Skull. I'm tripping. Skull, more like vodka. You spelled it like Skull vodka, really. Yeah, there's an A in the Skull I was referring to. So that's my bad. But hey, fun fact about me in the past is how we'll look at that. Al Hermine, certain ones are really good. The Detour stuff, it does get a lot of hype and a lot of love from people. And more cafe from Max Roma. Buy one, get one sale. Buy one, get one free. I doubt it's buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one half or something like that. It's still great, though. And absolute. The gold, however, has iris, saffron, and benzoin. I just never tried it. Pegasus Exclusive and Versace Oud Noir from Aura. Pegasus Exclusive, so good. So good. I just haven't gotten around to buying it. My decant's been empty. I love to smoke cigarettes. Went to vape. Now Zen, so far, so I think that's the ones my wife uses. She has like a variety of the flavors. So far, so good. Good luck, Jay. Yeah, I never thought I would quit smoking cigarettes. I'm so glad I did. Quit over 2 years ago, and I still like the smell. Really? Depends on how intense it is, though. Passing by on the street equals good. Someone's house where they smoke in it, awful. Yeah, that's when I did smoke, I didn't like that. That's just, why would you want to do that in your house? My grandparents, when I was a little kid, they used to smoke in their house. It was awful. It was awful. When I was like really little, single digit age. Yeah, not a fan. I can't stand the smell these days. Favorite Burberry? Probably Mr. Burberry Indigo. I think it's a safe bet. It's the only one I ever really talk about. Nothing. I have over 2,000 fragrances. You could pick a brand and say that. Insert a different brand name and say this exact statement. I just have a ton of fragrances. There's nothing specific about PDM. I quite like the PDMs that I have. I love on wash. Hardly ever wear them. Love on wash. Love, love, love. Same thing. I just have too many fragrances. I would say like 90%. Pretty close. There's slight differences in the opening and the dry down, but I like it. Okay, I got you. Has a peppery note in there to me. So saffron spice. That's where your spice is coming from. Not at all. Jay needed the win. Braun could be fine with the loss. Yeah, I wasn't shocked at all. I expected it. Buy one, get one free. Oh, shit. That is a deal. It's a damn good deal. Not to me. You got some newer batches of Aventus or something? And my batch, my 19S11, not even that damn smoky. I don't find. My friends give you bad memories of a cigarette or something. Nuh-uh. No, they usually like dry tobacco or cigar tobacco. That's different. Understandable. The grandparents I'm talking about both have been gone for many years. I don't have it. Why would I put it? It's painful to hear. Why is that painful to hear? It's my favorite. Why is that painful for you? Does that physically make you ill? That's kind of funny and sad if so. It shouldn't bother you if that's my favorite. What's your favorite? I promise it won't bother me. Because what you like is what you like, you know? Costa Azura EDP in the mail today. Going to be my scent of the day tomorrow. I wore that yesterday. It's right there. I did a video on it. You should type in my name, just TLTG, not the whole name, and Tom Ford Eau d'Ombre Leather in the search, and go check out my video. Hook your boy up with a view and some watch time. Instead of me breaking it down for you right now, there's a video that I recorded, put some time into. Appreciate you. Porthole, vibrato, and reflection 45. Stored in the bathroom. Oh, my God. Hey, big boys and big girls can do whatever they want. Is it wise? No. I wouldn't do that, but hey, to each their own, you know. Ordered black lacquer and Adonis Awakens last night. Kute from Uniki. Miss Heather, we have a genuine celebrity from Jacksonville in the house today. Hello from Dillage Town Center in Jacksonville, Florida. She's going to be getting some rain here in a few days. Great to see you, Miss Heather. I haven't opened. I literally mentioned you earlier. I said I'm so backed up on decants and packages. I said I got a Dillard's package from Miss Heather I haven't even opened yet. So I haven't even had an opportunity. I got Jared sent me a bottle from Sense of Wood and some decants. I've been having these for like 2 weeks. I just haven't gotten around to them yet. So backed up on packages, but it's great to see you, Miss Heather. I hope you're doing well. Yes, sir. So hyped for the CM Punk Drew McIntyre. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. Good to see you. Super's The Wolf. I haven't tried anything from that brand. I have around 300 fragrances, but I have no more room in my closet to expand my collection. Amazon. Each individual shelf can hold 100 pounds. I haven't seen him yet. Yeah, he has been nailing that for sure. He did pass on that. Yeah, last night. Seraphine Blue, great choice. Costume National Homme Parfum. Love me some Miss Heather. Who doesn't? If you don't like Miss Heather, you're the problem. Just like I said about Justin last night. If you don't like Justin Copeland ain't the problem. Same thing with Miss Heather. I haven't sprayed in a long time. I have a 50 ml, I think, of it. Histories de Parfums, not a blue bottle 1.1, sorry. The only one I've tried from the house it's an aquatic. I forgot the name of it. Randy had sent us a decant, and one of the decant swaps I did with him and Dedrick. Prima Fragrances, Kuwait, London. I'm not familiar with it. Don't forget the most important decants in my package. Haha, those two are heavy hitters. You mean these that I haven't opened yet? Right here, next to the Lorenzo Pizzaglia samples that you sent me. That's what I'm saying. I'm so backed up on this stuff. It's unbelievable. I got to try Loewe 7 Cobalt. Is it good? I know it's been out there for a minute. So that was originally slated to be my scent of the day today, and ended up going with Azure Oud. Kind of like a smokier aquatic Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. In the vein of Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. It's redundant. I don't think it's super redundant, but redundant. Better. I prefer that. And you can get it for less. Like that 50 ml was like $73. 50 ml of Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum is going to run you more than that. Kajal Dahab, good stuff. Oh, yeah. That's tons of stuff I don't have. Speaking of, I have nothing from Imaginary Authors. By the way, you weren't kidding about performance. Before dinner, went to dinner, I sprayed it same as Blue. Ended up scrubbing some off in the restaurant bathroom. It's stronger than Seraphine Blue. It definitely is. Thank you, sir. That's the plan. Some of it's really funny. Some of it drags a little bit, but some of it's really funny. I don't own any Bodicias. I am not Mr. Equality Fragrances with his very expensive collection. Shout out to my guy, EQ. I want to say in the live stream I did with Joe Anthony, where he sent back when he was a Diptyque rep, I want to say that was one of the ones we had tried. I don't remember what it smells like, though. It was on a test strip, and it was like 2 years ago. Quest with $5 super chat. Didn't read the title, just clicked to watch because I was on the highway driving home. Hope all works out with the hurricane. I appreciate the super chat, my guy. Yeah, be safe on the road for sure. Yeah, I hope we don't have to deal with the worst part of it, the east side. Anyways, just got Eros Energy today. Going to be my scent of the night. My bottle's on the way. Got to give Joma Shop a little bit of credit. They said 3 to 5 days, and it shipped about a week after I ordered it. So that's way better than usual for them. It's a great fragrance. I don't give a fuck about Sean Combs. Fuck him. Doesn't change that the fragrance is good. I bet he's never even smelled the damn fragrance. 3 a.m. is great. If you can get a bottle, get it. You can get it cheap still somewhere, get it. It's great. It's awesome. One of the all-time greatest atomizers of all time. It's a beautiful citrus leather fig leaf fragrance. It's gin and tonic. It's awesome. Fuck Sean Combs. I ain't worried about him. The fragrance is great. So on the 3rd floor, but is your car and bike elevated? So we'll be leaving in the car that the one that I have a $900 car note on. We'll be leaving in that one. The one that's paid off, we'll stay here. And my motorcycle will go in the alleyway. If we're going all the way to Louisiana, I don't want to ride my bike that far. It's not fun. It's a GSXR. It's not that fun to ride for 6 hours because I don't want to just leave them. Because if it was just me on the bike, it wouldn't take me 6 hours. You know what I mean? But I would want to ride within range of them in case something goes down and I need to pull off. So that's tedious. I don't want to be on the bike that long. So we'll just put it in the alleyway so it's out the wind on the 1st floor. I don't think we got to concern ourselves with too much flooding. We'd have to. Now, if we get the east side, that's different. I'll probably make its way up the steps and put it on the 2nd floor in the alleyway. It'll be a bitch, but I can get it up the steps strategically. Woo, 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 just one at a time. Not with me sitting on it next to it. It's going to be a bitch. It's going to be a workout, but I can do it. Get going down will be a lot easier, actually, because I can just work the brake and go step by step. I've done this before with my motorcycle. That's why I say I know I can do it. It's a bitch going up, but I can do it. Well, thank you, sir. I put it to a vote. It got almost 1,000 votes, and 94% was like, yep, do it. So top 10 cheap colognes to make a broke motherfucker smell rich. The whole point was incorporating the term broke motherfuckers in there. Obviously, I can't put motherfuckers in the title, but I put MFs. So I really liked my thumbnail too with the empty wallet and everything. My Coach wallet that I don't use anymore was already empty. So I was like, that's perfect. I had fun doing it. One, because my favorite fragrance right now is Seraphine Blue. So one backup bottle. I think hype behind Mind Games fragrances is real. Have you tried any of them? Something about my first niche. No, don't just buy one. No, don't do that. Mark, no. Bad. No. Do not buy a Mind Games fragrance. Don't do that. Go to Neiman's. Go to Neiman Marcus. And then now you're going to tell me you don't have a Neiman Marcus. Okay. Buy some samples. Bad. No. Don't do that. Do not spend $300 on a bottle blindly. Do not do that. Majority of their fragrances are incredible. That does not make that is so far from blind buy save. Those are so expensive. Do not, again, oh bad. No, don't do it. Fussing you. Don't do it. No, no, no. Buy some samples, man. They're like $6 or $7 to get some samples. If you got a Neiman Marcus near you, though, I don't know if Nordstrom carries them, but I know Neiman Marcus does. And they got testers, and you can go check them out. That's the way to do it. I'm just being smart ass and having a little fun. But yeah, seriously, don't blind buy that. None of them. Bunch of them are great. French Defense being one of the best of all time. Doesn't mean you should drop $300 on it without testing it first. We don't have an elevator. Otherwise, I would. I don't find, because it's got a lot of mint. Very mint leaf dominant. That's why I like it over the original. Very mint leaf heavy. I don't find it smells like any of the Y flankers. Do you? Is that why you're asking me? You find it similar to Y? Because I don't. There's no mint in any of the Y fragrances. It's very mint heavy. Do I ever get bored of trying? I think is what you meant to say. No, I love it. Super passionate. I've always liked smelling different things. My entire life I've been like this. I'm super fortunate to be able to do this full time. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I never get tired of it. Yeah, so Mind Games is incredible, but I stick to what I said. No, bad. Don't blind buy that, Mark. Don't do that. Oh, like garbage. Ugh. I'm a broke motherfucker in college right now. But hey, in college, unless you're a star athlete, you are a broke motherfucker. This is how that works. Came out French Defense and loved it. Even I wouldn't buy a bottle with that willy-nilly shit. It's pricey. Yeah, it's so expensive. Dillard's carries mind games. So there you go. Yep, see, there's someone standing in a Dillard's right now. So there you go. Or if you have a Dillard's near you, there you go. You're more than likely to have a Dillard's than you are Neiman Marcus. And go check them out. There you go, Mark. So Avant-Garde, you can get the little testers for like samples are like $6, $7. TLTG 10 will save you 10%. But if you got a Dillard's near you, just do that. That's free. The only thing that costs is your time and a little bit of gas to drive over there. I would do that. And just go try some. Whatever really moves you on a test strip, spray that one on skin. Spray 2 or 3 of them on skin that you really, really like on the test strip that you want to explore further so you can get them on skin and see what the story's really about with them. That's the way to do it, man. Yeah, don't blind buy that stuff. Yeah, that's the spot. That's where I sampled majority of the house. They might be the GOAT of broke motherfucker fragrances for sure. You always do another random decant day. I got like 30 more or so from you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I get so backed up on decant. People send me decants all the time. That's why I'm at the point where I'm like, no, thank you. I'll pass. I'm so backed up, it's unreal. Unbelievable. Yeah, you sent me a ton of stuff. I have no idea. I don't know what that Joma Shop rep emailed me about today. They still, even though I give them such a hard time, and I've told them in email, I don't like y'all, I don't promote y'all. They still hit me up about doing their 48-hour sale videos that everybody else does that's affiliated with them. I don't do this shit because I don't. They're lucky I bought Aero Synergy from them the other day. Look and see. Here we go. Flash sale alert. No, it's Tiziana Terenzi's. Their sale starts now, ends on the 31st. That's the current Joma Shop sale. As far as a huge PDM sale, I'm not familiar with. I didn't know if you were talking about Joma Shop. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. Nobody's told me anything. Maybe. I just don't. I don't know. It's a good possibility. That's a good one. That's a great GP. That is a great Parfums de Molly fragrance. I agree. Very resinous, fruity. Oh, Clone. Baron from Dumont. Ramon Blazar collection. It's kind of like Carlisle mixed with a little bit of Herod, kind of. But mostly Carlisle. It smells more like Carlisle than anything else. My decant of French Defense is almost kaput. Yeah, it's amazing. Speaking of broke motherfucker scents, I picked up 2 tobacco scents from Zara. Solid stuff. Blind buy everything, guys. Shut up, Jason. Don't y'all listen to him. Just because he makes crazy money doesn't mean everybody else does. Jason's a very successful realtor. He does commercial and residential as far as I know. He makes plenty. He's got not quite fuck you money, but kind of like, screw you money. Not quite fuck you money, screw you money. No, Jason? An expensive taste. I appreciate that, Suits and Sense. Thank you, man. Your opinion on Sauvage 04 change at all? And I'm one of the few that likes that fragrance. The more time goes on, the more I seem to stand alone. Justin likes it too. It's like pretty much me and Justin and a few people in the chat. But outside of that, really, did not know that. What's it going for? 66. That is one I'm missing. I don't have to have it though. Yeah, but it's in stock, guys. 125 ml John Barbados Oud is in stock. Thanks for letting everybody know. I didn't know that. I didn't check the PDF on any of the new inventory. They've been stocking a lot of stuff for almost every day the last week. That's a great fragrance too. I'd take it over Fierce. It depends on the bottles. It's hard to say. It can be anywhere from 30 to 40 to 50. Depends on the bottles. Like prime example, this shelf right here, there's 42 Mancera bottles and a little bit of space where Amberful is, which is the one right on the edge right here where the edge of the plaque is. That's Amberful. Behind it's space for like 4 more. And then I've got a few other fragrances that you can't see there behind the plaque, another row of fragrances. So that row in particular could fit about 50. And that's because it's so many Mancera bottles that are uniform. But there's others like up top, that's probably around 50. That's probably closer to 40, that middle shelf. It all depends on the bottles. Like there's a lot of skinnier bottles up here on the Mercedes and Bentley shelf. And Ferrari, that's all the car company stuff on that. And the shelf goes out off the camera. It's a little bit longer than what you can see. It depends on the bottles. Prime example, it's 2 racks that I have here. So this is 5 shelves, 4 shelves, 5 shelves. 1 shelf. So it holds hundreds of fragrances, hundreds and hundreds. And then I have another one. Then I have this 6 tier and another 6 tier just like it right there. But I got a 6 tier that's off camera right here as well. Yeah, I paid $90 for 100 ml. I think so. I like it. Chanel Allure. Cheat day, all you can eat sushi. See, I wanted sushi today too. It's funny that you say that. I wanted the American Dream roll. And no, it's not based off of Dusty Rhodes, believe it or not. At Gin Fusion, which is across the street from one of my gyms. They're closed on Tuesdays, I forgot. So I wanted to do 2 of those with some protein. I was going to do 2 scoops of protein when I got home. Not today. Ended up going with Kava again. I'm familiar with it. I know of it. I've never smelled it though. Yeah, Jason, hook your man up. Jason got that screw you money. It's not quite fuck you money. Screw you money. Screw you guys. He's got that kind of money. Jason's a baller. You a lying ass dude. You lying. Lie to someone else, Jason Virtue. Lie to someone else, you boozy bitch. Who you trying to fool? I see you. I see you. I liked it when I tried it, honestly. Most expensive fragrance in your collection. The most expensive fragrance I own, I did not pay for. It is Roger Parfums Diaghilev. They sent it to me a couple of years ago. Retails like $1,800. I would never. From the moment I got it, I was like, I wouldn't have. If it came down to me buying this, I wouldn't have this, guys. That's truth. I would never buy it, ever. From discounters, it's still like $600 or $700. I would not. It's amazing, but ain't no fragrance worth $600 or $700 to me. That's why I don't have Boudicca stuff. Some of this shit's like $1,000. I ain't spending that on fragrance. I just won't. Antonio Banderas Blue to Seduction. That's great. Kismet I've never tried, and Kamikawa is really good. Tell him, Heather. That's lying ass. We know Jason's capable of lying based on that comment alone. He's clearly a liar, because that's a lie. How excited are you for the Privé and Extreme release from George? I don't want to say. Privé especially. That's his best fragrance. You guys will see. That's his best fragrance. It's also his most expensive fragrance, but that fragrance, the profile has been ready for years. It's never been modified. The very first submission Claude sent to him, that's the one. Never modified it. Masterpiece from the first go. There wasn't multiple modifications. It was that one, and it was perfect. It was perfection from the start. You guys will see. Look, not every fragrance is for everyone, but I mean, I'll take it over Seraphine Blue. Now, Seraphine Blue is more versatile to me, and I'm not going to go into the profile. I'm explaining why, but I can't break down why until it's time to break down why it's special, the way it's created, the way its characteristics of how it acts on the skin and what it does, and all these different things. It's extremely interesting, and it's all original packaging. Nothing. It's not the signature DNA. It's a completely original creation outside of that Claude made. A lot of people don't seem to like it. Man, it's keeping on going. Jason, you're losing credibility by the comment. You should either start telling the truth or stop typing. It ain't working. It ain't working, man. Japur by Boucheron becoming my office saying, can you recommend some salty note colognes? Love Club didn't we milestone look for similar, so that's not all that salty. You need to try some more saltwater aquatics. Like if you like salty, I would suggest Latafa Atlas. Let's go to the extreme with salty. You want salty? Latafa Atlas. It is their take on Mega Mare from Orto Parisi. It is one of the strongest fragrances I own. It's absurd. And it's also the saltiest. Saltwater aquatic with some oak moss. It's impressive. It really is. It's impressive what they pulled off. Then it's like $35. Latafa Atlas. That is my final answer. Right? Tell them, Heather. Y'all get on it. Get on. Are you planning on picking up your fragrances? I'm bringing some stuff with me if we leave. Some stuff to do content with, some stuff to wear. But I'm not. I'm on the third floor. There's nothing I can do to save it. If something bad's going to happen to this apartment on the third floor, don't matter where I put them or what boxes I put them in. It's something real bad would have to happen for it to affect this apartment. So. Velvet Intenso by Dolce & Gabbana. Never tried it. That's kind of tough. They're all pretty good. I think Azure is very underrated. I talk about that one pretty, not pretty often, but more than the others on the channel. And I like the original Bentley from In the most. I like it more than the Intense. It's boozier and spicier. It's not as smoky and dense on the woods. I like the original Bentley from In. It's probably my favorite. Spiritu Stubble Vanilla. I have not. A bunch of people say it's their favorite vanilla. I haven't tried it, but Ani has my heart. Same. I haven't tried it. The rich man slander must be stopped. At least you're admitting you're a rich man. He finally told the truth. Honesty is there. We just got to pull it out of him. This is the Ross we get in the live chats. Join the membership and you'll be entertained. Oh, yeah, I cut loose even more in the member stream. You ever get Armani Code Sport? No, but I wish I would have tried it. That and Armani Mania, Armani Code Ice. There's a lot of Ultimate. There's a lot of ones I wish I would have gotten. Personally, it was my favorite version of it. Sadly discontinued. Luckily, Dua Fragrance made a dupe and is spot on. I don't want the Dua version. I want the original. When it comes to stuff that's discontinued like that, if I like the fragrance, I'm willing to pay. There's a cutoff, though, on what I'm willing to pay. Prime example, Le Male Essence de Parfum. I paid, after taxes, almost $240 for that on eBay. Love it. But I was very familiar with it prior and knew eventually I was going to get my hands on it. And the price just continues to go up. I don't have any. I haven't tried anything from the brand. Good to see you, Lanoui Delhomme. It's perfect. I won't argue with you on that. That's damn good. I think it'll stand the test of time. Not yet. My bottle's not here yet. I bought it like 2 days ago. It's shipped today. I bought a 15 ml. We're trying to entertain. What can I say? I like when people join in with me on it. I don't know if you ever viewed City Rhythm Miami is what you meant, Tropical Confessions. I did the launch video, sir. I was the first video on YouTube. I'm the first video for a few of his fragrances. I did the launch on a few of them. Yep. All you have to do TLTG City Rhythm, and you'll see a slew of videos come up in search. Yep, I definitely have one on that, a full review. Trash Seraphine. But I mean, I wasn't going to go there, but since you went there, shame on you, Jason Vercher. Where's your buddy Jim's? Where's he at? We wonder, like, they're crazy strong, right? Check it. Look, just know it's not a heavy spray fragrance. It won't even affect you. Like, if you go spraying that thing 15 times, you won't smell it in a matter of seconds. And you'll be one of those couple of people that told me it's a 30-minute fragrance, bro. That happened in the review? No. They overwhelm themselves. 3 sprays of that fills this apartment. Fills it. That's all it smells like in here. 3. It's ridiculous. And I go Nosmic to it on 3. Crazy talk. 30 minutes. Shut up. Not you. Just people that want to type that in my comments. Stop it. I'm about to put that as blocked words. 30 minutes. So if you type that shit in a comment, 30 minutes, your shit's automatically gonna go to review and it'll never see the light day. I'm getting to that point. I'm tired of motherfuckers lying to me. I had a dude yesterday tell me something was a 5-minute fragrance. I sent the screenshot to Justin. What did he say exactly? Let's have a good laugh at this dumbass. Yeah, this was stupid. Where's it at? Let me just go to my text conversation with Justin. This was ridiculous. On a Frag Heads Asylum, Fumo Parfums Elysium clone. Not one to hate, but I got the blue one, and I would have to say it lasts like 5 minutes unless I got a fake. I said, you have never owned a 5-minute fragrance. I promise. That was my reply. Like, I wasn't mean to him, but it's like, no, you don't own a 5-minute fragrance. You've never owned a 5-minute fragrance. Stop it. Stop it. That's so much worse than 30 minutes. 5 minutes? Shut up. Don't type in my comments no more. Don't do that. I don't want to read stupid shit like that. And I think he was serious. I do. I could feel the sincerity in what he was saying. If you don't understand, I don't want to teach you. I am not a teacher. I am a fragrance enthusiast. I am not here to educate. I am here to share experience and passion. I'm not here to fix you and explain to you about how noses work and sense of smell and aroma chemicals. I'm not a perfumer. I'm not a professor. I just love fragrances. That's what it is. Thoughts on the new IC champ? Yeet. That's my thoughts. I was super happy. I wore my main event Jey Uso shirt today. I have the blue Yeet shirt. I was debating between the two. I went with his first shirt, main event Jey Uso. Very happy for it. It's going to be a short-lived title reign, though. What's going on, my man? I hope y'all know I'm just having some fun and talking some shit. I'm just playing around. I'd really think that's stupid, the 5-minute thing, but I'm just having some fun. Again, I say it all the time. If you get offended by my channel, just stop fucking watching it. I'm not changing. You know, people that get offended, people get offended too. Remember, in that vote, it was almost 1,000 votes, and 6% said, no, I'll be offended. And I'm sure some of them were clicking it to be funny and ironic, but a few of them were serious. That's why I said in the beginning, I'm just not the channel for you if you really are offended. Sorry for you. Halloween Man X, I have a little trouble with the opening, but once it, 10 minutes in or something like that, when it starts to settle down, it gets really good. That's when that coffee note comes in more for me. I don't have homeowner's insurance. I have renter's insurance because I'm in an apartment. And yes, I have extra coverage on my fragrances specifically. Oh, yeah, if we have to leave, I got videos I got to take of everything to show what's all here just in case. Yeah. If we're going to get the east side of it with severe wind and all that, just in case. So if the shit goes down, I can get my stuff replaced. No, I have no problem answering it. Pull it out of him. It's crazy. There you go. Pause, right? Pull it out of him. Pause. Have a good question. If you had to pick one out of all the cheapy clone brands, Paris Corner, Afnan, Armaf, Lattafa, Fragrance World, Dumont, which one are you picking? That's tough. That's a great question. That's a tough one, too. They all have merit. They all got some good stuff. Damn, that's tough. I think top to bottom, I'm wanting to lean. Like Fragrance World's out the running here in Armaf because they've got some good stuff, but their quality is not on par with something like Dumont, Lattafa, Afnan, Paris Corner even. They got them beat in quality. I think it comes down for me to Afnan and Dumont for the full body of work of what I've tried. But I'm leaning Dumont because that Barouge line, man, and the Celerio line, those are really stellar offerings. I got to lean Dumont here. I've spent a lot of time with Dumont this year, and they have been impressive. They really have. The Celerio line and the Barouge line give it that push over Afnan for me. I'm gonna go with Dumont here. You can see yourself out, sir. We will not be defaming, criticizing, or slandering the North Carolina Tar Heels here today in this chat, sir. We will have no such thing going on. Yes, this one. Tell them, Dame. Let them know. Let them know. Go Heels. What's good, Dakota? Okay. Mo giving shout outs and stuff. That's what I'm talking about. I feel like you and George should do a live stream for the grand reveal, kind of like Black Rose. We might. We very well could. We usually do a follow-up stream after he does pre-sale. We did it with Seraphim Red. We did it with Blue. We do it most of the time. We do. I don't know about North Carolina, but I love South Carolina weather. Frosty, hear about Jordan 1 Black Toe? I saw the post, which I wasn't going to get it anyway. I'm more interested in the UNC Reimagines that are coming next year. I got the black and golds. Recent release. That's right there. I'm very selective with my Jordan 1s. Got my dark powder blue lows. I've been having it. Just recently finally wore. Wife loved them. I bought a pair for her, which still aren't here. I bought them like a week and a half ago from Goat. In youth size, they were really cheap for her. Let me check real quick. It just reminds me because I'm going to forget later if I don't. Still says ship to Goat. Son of a bitch. Man, I bought these on the 14th. It was 10 days ago. Doesn't even say delivered to Goat. It says shipped to Goat. I got the Baron 12s coming from StockX. They were cheaper on StockX. I was waiting on the price to drop. I didn't want to pay too much over retail. I only paid like $15 over retail. Paid $230. They come out in 4 days. So I don't know. We'll see if that's how the storm's going to react on if that's going to delay because they're at StockX getting verified. They landed this morning. So if the weather doesn't delay anything, I'll have them before the weekend. And I can do that video. I'm really excited for those. Can't wait to get saving my money now. It's going to be pricey. It's definitely expensive. They're numbered too. Salty's fragrance is Saltwater and Cypress by Cremo. It's literally in the name, and it's salty as hell. Kyler, I hate everything you like. That I believe. I think that's the truth. He's being honest there, Kyler. He hates everything you like. I believe it. I don't think that was a lie or an exaggeration. It is. You got to be easy on the sprays, though. That's a less is more fragrance. I don't have a 10 out of 10, but I got some 9.5s. For me, Epic Man is that. I love Epic Man. Epic Man and Reflection Man. I go back and forth on what's my favorite. I love Boundless Journeyman. I'm Overture. Love. Why am I drawing a blank? Bottle's right there. Why am I drawing a blank on it? Why can't it's on the tip of my tongue? Somebody say the name of this fragrance. Women's bottle. Sea green. Why am I drawing a blank right now? Enclave's amazing too. Shit. Why am I drawing a blank? What the hell is the name of that fragrance? Why am I drawing a blank? It's resinous. It's aquatic, even though the notes don't mention it. It's kind of salty and aquatic. Why am I drawing a blank on the name? I'm getting very irritated with that. Lineage. Fucking shit. I was going to type it in to see if I could pull it up, and I immediately started typing Lineage. Amouage Lineage. I couldn't get the damn name of the fragrance out. Lineage is fantastic. Like really, really good. Really good. That's one of my favorites. There you go. Spraying Mega Mare from a shitty decant atomizer 2 times was uncomfortably strong. If Atlas, yeah, Atlas is crazy, man. It's over the top. It very much is. How's everyone today? Early fall. Couldn't wait to wear my Angel Share for the first wearing. Loving this bubble. It's an incredible fragrance. Excellent choice. Play a hater's ball. See, I can't say some of the things that was said on that skit. Those of you that don't know, that's a Chappelle Show skit. She wears underwear with dick holes in them. That's something I probably shouldn't say, but that was a funny-ass line. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get home to put some water in Buck Nasty's mama's dish. Oh, I know all the skits. I was big in the Chappelle Show back then, early 2000s. Oh, yeah. As I sip my water that I'm sure somebody spit in, I need to get home to Buck Nasty's mama's dish. That's hilarious shit. You know what I'm feeling really hard lately is Woody Oud. Clone of Oud Wood. The oddest thing is, first time I wore it, I felt like it lasted 4 hours. Now I spray it, feel nose blind after 20 minutes. It's probably what you're dealing with. We all deal with the nose fatigue, different levels, different fragrances. It happens to all of us. Yes. Favorite version of Profondo, the Parfum. Before the Parfum came out, I would have said Profondo Lights, but the Parfum, I love it. Okay, I feel like crackhead trying to get back in my first food. There you go. What's going on? My favorite IFBB Pro, Michael Gasaway. How are you, sir? Barouge Lamasat Oud. Speaking of Tom Ford's Oud Wood, and I'm wearing it casually. I get, you can wear whatever the fuck you want anytime you want, sir. You might wear it to the gym to do cardio today, which your show's over. You're rebound reverse dieting right now, so you're probably not doing too much cardio. You're not doing as much cardio. I fucked up a bit on my reverse diet, eating some extra candy and stuff, but I am in a pretty good 1,000-calorie surplus now. I feel like a fat ass every day. My wife keeps telling me, you need to stop saying that shit. You are not. And any of you that follow my IG, my fitness IG, I'm clearly not. But I sure feel like I am every fucking day. I really do. Good to see you, man. Aqua Velvet, everything, every fragrance. Eau de colognes last at least an hour, you know. Missing the magic of the original. Well said. No, but I'd say that's ridiculous, and now you're saying dumb shit. You're not going to get banned for it, but you're clearly just talking shit because that's not true. None of these fragrances, especially not that, none of these fragrances last 5 minutes. None of them last 30 minutes. That 30 minutes and it's gone stuff's crazy. 5 is really wild. Ooh, that's tough because there's a lot of options. That's confusing to know where to start. I think the best place to start is a small sample of Aventus. Get a baseline understanding of the actual fragrance. See what you do and do not like about it. Then you can look at all the different ways it's been twisted and manipulated. And if you say, I like more of the fruity aspects of it, there's tons of fruity heavy takes on the DNA. I like the vanilla side of it. I wish I would get more of the vanilla out of this. There's more vanilla takes. There's woody takes. There's leather heavy takes. There's more oak moss takes. There's smokier takes. That's the best advice is spend the money on 2 ml. Don't matter which batch, the newest batch. Don't worry about the batch code shit. Just get yourself 2 ml of actual Creed Aventus. Spend time with it till it's gone. Then once you decide, well, I really like this aspect of it, or I don't like this aspect of it, you know which, alternative or clone to go towards based on the characteristics. I think that's the best advice I could give in this situation. Yeah, it's way too strong, man. It really is. It's outrageous. Shout outs to the core. Yes, sir. Mine's pretty much the only cheapy brand. I haven't tried a few of it. It's good stuff. Opton's great. They really are. It was between them. Frags in hand, good to see you. Strong with you intensely. Nice chilly day in Ontario, Canada. And for my sin of the morning, I went with Milano Privé. No, I haven't tried anything from Yeoman Law. Perfume box. When you're at work and perfume box is delivered, can't wait to smell that Dumont Nitro White. That gets a lot of love. Not really. I'll chalk things up as a loss because they're all talking points because I make content with my fragrances. So there's a silver lining, even if it's something I don't enjoy. It's an experience that I get because that's very important for me to get the experience. So, like I said, it's for talking points and, familiarity with the profile and continuing to pick out accords and notes and nuance is always good to continue to test yourself. So I never really have anything regrettable, even if it's something that's not for me. That's fair. That is fair. Jonathan's in the house. What's going on, my man? Guerlain Limon Verde. Enjoying a warmer day today. Smells like sweet limeade. Stop ordering from Goat. They're like Joma Shop. Sometimes. That's fair. I order a lot from Goat. I do like Goat. And I don't always have this trouble because it's not Goat. It's the seller. Once it gets to Goat, 2 or 3 days and I got it. Problem is the sellers. They take their sweet ass time sometimes packaging it and sending it to Goat. It's not goat that's the problem. That's why I don't hold them responsible for how these lazy sellers are. Let them know. Yeah. You're here for nothing, Jonathan. No giveaways to win today, unfortunately, because you kind of win everything. So I won't let your differences affect my subscription choice. Well, I sure appreciate that, sir. That depends on the fragrance. All depends on the fragrance and how it behaves on you. Making sense. Fallen Leaf. Ooh, you're going to like that. You're going to like Fallen Leaf, man. I'm confident in that. I have not tried it yet. No, it's not Guidance. It's Lineage. So I dropped behind pretty quickly then. I have not. Smoke and Mirrors fragrance being touted on. Who's Smoke and Mirrors fragrance being touted on IG? I'm not familiar. Don't know what you're talking about. You're not talking about me because I don't know. I have no fragrance on the market, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Who is his and what Smoke and Mirrors fragrance? Can you elaborate? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. This. Okay, this Smoke and Mirrors fragrance. So I've never heard of it. It's called Smoke and Mirrors, I'm assuming. I'm not familiar. Good to see you, sir. Strong with you, absolutely. Any of the Strong with yous are good. Also, you should see the dent I put in my Reflection Man in the past 4 months. It's my favorite. It's my version of your Seraphine Blue dent. I can believe it. I don't wear any of my stuff enough. I'm always trying new things. Again, what I do is a blessing and a curse. Because I don't get to just sit on a fragrance and just wear it over and over. Like, it's remarkable that I wear Seraphine Blue once a week. Want to get back into fragrances? Then you absolutely should. That's a damn good one. That's my most complimented one. Cherry Cola vibe would be a Tonka Cola from Mancera. Good one. Shout outs to Chappelle Show. Exactly. Zero cardio right now. And don't worry, I fucked off a little bit myself. Back on the reverse diet plan now. Yeah, but I fucked off too much. Was the problem. I fucked off too much. I'm probably like 16, maybe even 17% body fat. Like, the abs are hanging on for dear life. They're there. And fasted in the morning, they're there a lot more than later in the day. You know how it is once you've been eating all freaking day. Fluids and retaining water and shit. But in the mornings when I'm fasted, I can see a lot more of them. But I'm making a bigger deal out of it than it actually is. I still have my vascularity and all that shit, but you follow me on IG, you see. But it's all up here. Body dysmorphia, the fun part of bodybuilding. You own any Costume National? I do not. Comme des Garçons, neither of those. They do niche level for affordable prices. I don't own neither, unfortunately. You didn't mean the comment. You didn't mean that you want to get back into fragrances? Okay. Ooh. Apex from Roger Parfums? And if so, do you mean the EDP or the Parfum? Because I would take Apex Parfum over Apex EDP and Desir Toxic Intense, but only a little bit over Desir Toxic Intense. I do like that one. It's a damn good release. Speaks to my taste, you know? Oh, yeah. Tons of them over the years. Tons of them. No, I know you were just joking around. I like them separately. I like Glacier Essence. Not that often. I don't really have individual molecule fragrances outside of Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume right there. But like Cheeky Smile from Juicebox, that's a collection of molecules, basically. Stuff like that. I mean, you can hate on Goat if you want to. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I don't care. It ain't my company. You know? Yeah, for sure. There you go. So show up if there was never another giveaway again. Love this place. We sure appreciate you, my man. Good to see you, Keith. Good to see you. What are the fragrances fleeing with on a hurricane? We were just joking. I just threw the title out there. I haven't decided because I'm hoping I don't have to flee. I'll know tomorrow. Me and Justin went ahead and called it for Thursday. We're not doing our live stream Thursday. We're going to reschedule for either next week or the week after. We're still going to do it. Just push it off. Like I told him last night, because we were on the phone after his stream. I said, I don't want to hold on to hope. I'd rather us just call it now so you can go ahead and plan your Thursday out and do other things. I don't want to hold your time hostage, hoping that we can. And in the event we can't, it's like, damn, I could have did something else. I don't want to do that to you. So let's just call it. So, but what I bring, it's actually going to be a lot, because I'm going to bring stuff to do content with too, not just stuff to wear. It is a damn good fragrance. Oh, excuse me. I only own 2. I don't own 3. So if I had 3, I could give you a top 3. I own Bleecker Street and bondnumber9.com, which I love. Currently, Seraphine Blue from Zaharoff. It's what I've worn the absolute most this year. This is from about 2 months of wear. It normally takes me years, plural, to put that much of a dent in a bottle. It took me about 2 months, roughly. Yeah. But I know it's for the greater good. My wife's great. She's like, you need to eat. I don't want to hear it. Stop saying you're fat. You're not fat. Eat. Eat big to get big, right? Ever since I told her that, she runs with it. Eat big to get big, right? And I'm not eating crazy. I'm doing like 3,500 calories, which I worked into. And I hardly ever touch a snack now. Like, snacks for me is the blueberries and my oats, you know, or peanut butter. And, you know, me and my peanut butter addiction, which no peanut butter today. I finished my jar of Reese's yesterday. I buy 2 jars at a time, 2 jars a week. I'll kill them in 3 days, and then I'll go, 3 or 4 days with no peanut butter. Then I'll kill 2 jars in 3 days. And so it's a lot of fats. It's good fats, but it's a lot of it, so it's not good. And I try to compensate throughout the day with what I'm, lower fat, leaner meats, because I'm getting a lot of fat from the peanut butter. So it's going to be great come prep time. I'm ready. January 1st, I'm starting prep. I got a show in April and a show in May, and possibly a show in June. My friend's Country and Arrow that own Powerhouse Gym in Houma, where I'm from, that I was supposed to get on stage with in Louisiana this past time, but it didn't work out. I didn't do that. I ended up not doing that show. I did a different show. They're talking about doing a Mississippi show in the summer, and depending on when it is, I might be able to stay in shape to do a 3rd show. But if it's more than 3 or 4 weeks out from my 2nd show, that's pushing it, because that's me doing a show, then 3 weeks out to another show, and then 3 or 4 weeks out to a 3rd show. That's a lot on the body. So I don't know. If it's beyond 3 weeks, 4 weeks out after that 2nd show, I'm not doing a 3rd show. So that'll be it. But yep, building. Most muscular I've ever been in my life right now. I say this as humbly as I can. I'm jacked as fuck right now. From my frame, I'm the most jacked I've ever been in my life. It's crazy. It's crazy to see. Like when I'm in the mirror or something like that. Like, or any of you that follow the IG, the fitness IG. Proud of myself. I live this shit. I live it every day. Live it. Love it, though. You got to love it to live it. I have not smelled that one. I can't weigh in, unfortunately. We got 1 hour, 39 minutes already. We got to shut this down a little bit. From what brand is that? I'm not familiar. Yes. I have an old, like 20-year-old bottle of Terry Mugler cologne. The top note's a little spoiled, but after like 5 minutes, it's fine. Same thing with my Ed Hardy Love and Luck. The citrus soured just a little bit. After about 3 or 4 minutes, it's fine. My vintage bottle of Nautica from 2000, the citrus is soured. Takes about 5 minutes before you get into the heart where it's fine. That's the thing. Citruses are first to go. They'll spoil a little bit. But then I have like Tiffany for Men from 94. Perfectly fine. 30-year-old fragrance. 30-year-old bottle. Totally fine. There's a vintage side to this community. They just go out. There's people that have 30, 40, 50-year-old bottles. So it depends on the oil quality, how they're stored. There's a lot of factors that go into it. But the only times I've had issues with citrus souring just a little bit in certain fragrances, but that's it. Heart notes, base notes are always intact in my experience. Favorite Argos, definitely Triumph of Bacchus. I saw they have a new Stronger With You Intensely. I'm going to have to try it to see what the differences are. Original Vetiver, Aqua Gel Parfum, and Eros Flame. Hell yeah. Hell yes, sir. I think it is in there, yeah. Adonis is top 3 for me. Yeah, still trying for Bacchus. Not lately. Not lately. Thoughts on their exact match of Andy Warhol? Well, I've never tried. I think I have a decant somewhere of Andy Warhol. Jeremiah might have been the one that sent it to me, actually. He sent me so much. I think Jeremiah sent it to me. I need to check it, but all the versions of Andy Warhol from Sensual Obsession are damn good. Prep starts in a few months. Fuck it, then enjoy yourself once in a while. Got to bring my upper body to match my legs. So I'm, because I had that live stream with Spencer, but there's a possibility we're going to stop streaming on Mondays, guys. This is something I've been meaning to tell y'all, because I really want to expand upon the leg workouts that I do on Monday with back. And it's just too much to do a full back workout and a full leg workout on Monday. So I got to split it into 2 sessions Monday. So I'm about to start lifting twice on Mondays. So we're probably not going to stream anymore on Mondays. I'll probably make up for it with Wednesday, or we'll just do, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then an occasional weekend stream. But we'll do at least 3 streams a week. That's kind of been what I've been doing lately anyways, 3 streams, because I've just been so busy lately. But I need to do that because I want to get that second leg day in. I'm getting a lot more girth in my hamstrings, and I really want to continue to bring my quads up a bit more. So I want to press more. I want to add pendulum squat into Mondays. I already do leg curls. I'm going to add RDLs in. I already do calf raises. So I'm going to add leg extensions and pendulum squat to the single leg isolateral leg press I was doing, because I was doing kind of an accessory leg workout with back, but I want to expand on it a bit more because I do a full leg day on Thursdays. So I got enough time to rest. So I really want to do that. So I want to let you guys know we're probably not going to stream on Mondays moving forward, because I need to get that second. So I'll lift again in the evenings and do legs, do back midday, and then I'll do legs in the evening. So especially while I have the calories and everything. So I'm recovering pretty quick. So just let you guys know. Over 2,000. I haven't counted in a while. It's over 2,000 though. I mean, saints go saints sometimes. They have some really good stuff. All the different leather fragrances are really good. Yeah, that's nostalgia right there. Ocean leather is probably my favorite. I've never heard of it. If it's exclusive to a mall near you, how would I have tried it if I don't live near you? I don't bench. I don't flat bench with barbell. I have a partially torn rotator cuff. I don't like pain like that. So dumbbells, hammer strength presses, stuff like that. Smith machine, things like that. Did chest today. Well, thank you. Once every 12 days. And look, that's most of the time. It's, once a week is plenty, but when you have you know how it is when you got a specific lagging body part, you got freaking ridiculous calves, and your quads are very well developed. Your legs are massive. You're a freaking professional. For those of you who didn't know, this gentleman's an IFBB pro bodybuilder in classic physique. So a little different for you than me. You've addressed weak points in the past. Your weak points are fewer and further between than mine are. I'm addressing weak points as it's being competitive is new to me. So, because I've only done the one show, so I have some lagging body parts that, again, the back's gotten a lot wider because my waist can only get so small, but the back can get wider. That was the advice. So that's what I've done. They said wider, so I've gotten wider, but my hamstrings needing to thicken up a little bit more. I need to bring my calves out a little bit more, which is a genetic thing. You only do so much with your calves. I'm not doing anything crazy, to try to bring my calves up, just train them as hard as I can. Right. But, we're getting there. I'm adjusting the weak points, but I really, while I'm still in a surplus early on, and I'm only going to do this for like 2 months or so, because my legs are going to need some time to recuperate before I go into prep. Because once my joints start drying up in a deficit and all the extra cardio and shit, I will have wanted my joints to be pretty healthy and my legs to be in good shape prior. So for the next 2 months of the next 3 that I'm going to be bulking, I'm going to do that second leg workout, that second lifting session two leg workouts a week on the Monday. So that's the plan going forward. For those of you that give a shit. Only thing stopping you from not being lazy is you. Just being honest. I don't really have a specific brand. Like I was real into Redcon for a while, but I have some, like Mr. Hyde is the pre-workout that I'm using right now. I have Rise creatine. Dimetize has kind of been my go-to for my whey isolate protein. Dimetize ISO 100. I still have some Redcon 1 ration for whey concentrate when I get in the mood for that, but that bloats me a little bit, so I really stick to isolate most of the time. I have my Redcon 1 canteen for my hydration mix, like kind of a combination of things. I'm not really devoted to one specific brand. I have an affiliate with Redcon 1, but I don't exclusively use their supplements and stuff. So at least some of them. It's an ego movement. That's really what it is. It's an ego movement. How much do you bench? That's the first thing everybody asks. How much do you bench? 100 pounds. That's not true, but the answer is just as irrelevant as the benching. Because it's actually, if your goal is growth, it's one of the worst chest exercises, right, Mike? If your goal is actual growth in your pecs, it doesn't isolate the pectoral muscle enough. It's a very compound movement. You incorporate the shoulders and triceps so much more. Even lats really engage in that heavily. Whereas in a dumbbell movement where the arms are freer and you have certain angles on the incline, you can really push with the chest and get the squeeze a bit more, because it's all about time under tension with the muscle. If you're trying to grow, if you're looking for strength, different story. If you're strength training, different story. But if you're looking for bodybuilding, yeah, I'm not going to say the least effective, but it's a poor choice. There's much better options. So there's machines that'll do a lot better for you. Not counting dumbbells. All good, man. I had to cut back on my gym frequency the first couple of months in med school, but I'm super pumped to get back more frequently at the end of October. Congrats, man. Congrats. Well, thank you. Welcome to the Fragrance Review channel. You're clearly subscribed here for at least 2 weeks, so I don't know what you thought would be funny about saying that me, the guy that reviews fragrances full-time on YouTube, would think it's funny for you to say that I have too many if I can't fit them all in a bag. I'm trying to be nice here and not call you names, because I'm gonna just say the comment sounds very stupid. I'll get criticized for saying that. I don't fucking care. Whoever's watching this and wants to clip it, whatever. But I review fragrances. Of course, I have way more than what can fit in a bag. It's like, why would you even type that? I don't get it. Like, I don't find it funny. I don't get it. I wouldn't want to pay retail for. No, don't pay retail. You can get it for discounters much cheaper. I mean, it's still going to be pricey. It's still going to be in the high 100s, but I think it's one of their it might be their most well-rounded fragrance. If you're just going to get one to wear every day, wear to work and stuff like that, you can get it like right above 150 range. Let's say anywhere from 150 to 180 for a 4.2. Yeah. I think it's worth it. I mean, you got to try it first. Dangerous blind buy. Everything's really not a good move to blind buy, but yeah, I think it's damn good. Very well-rounded. They make some good products. Their energy drinks are really good. Freedom Frost is really good. Amen. I would love a new Polo Black. I do enjoy my shoulder presses, be it dumbbells, barbell, Smith machine, hammer strength, what's the name of those brands? Lifestyle, those machines or whatever. A Nautilus, it don't matter. I enjoy doing shoulders. I do shoulders on Saturdays. I would say if I had to pick one shoulder press exercise specifically, that if I could just have that one to do, I'd be happy, would probably be the hammer strength press. I do that and dumbbells. I do both. I do 2 presses, overhead presses for shoulders, but because with dumbbells, you got to go through trouble getting them up and everything. Because I don't have training partners. I don't have a spotter and a lift and all that shit. I'm hoisting these sons of bitches up as best I can on my own. Whereas with hammer strength, just go. And you can get a deep stretch with it too. You can go lower with it than I find it's easier to go lower with that than dumbbells. You get real deep stretch. Yeah, I don't touch it. Every time I touch it, I get shoulder pain. No matter how inward I put my elbows to try to keep them from going out to affect the shoulder, it doesn't matter. It happens every time. I've always been a fragrance enthusiast. You mean if I wasn't a fragrance reviewer? I mean, before I started making content, I had like 200 or 300 fragrances. Like even 2, 3 years, 4 years before I started making content, I had around 100 fragrances. I'm just really into fragrances. Very limited range of motion. Yep. Much more engagement and tension with the machines and dumbbells. And that's the thing. That's if you want to do the free weight thing, I get it. There's nothing like good old heavy weights, right? Just loose weights. But that's where dumbbells come in. I think dumbbells are superior in most cases where a barbell's in play. Now, if you're doing deadlifts and squats, that's different, obviously. But as far as back movements and chest movements, I think dumbbells are superior to barbells in almost every situation. Bent over row, I think the barbell's better than dumbbells in that situation. You can still do both, but yeah, I'm with you on that, man. You can get time under tension's way better on the machines, obviously. You can get a deeper stretch. I find a better squeeze overall. It's easier to drop set. It's quicker to drop set, especially if it's a pin-loaded machine. It's so much quicker to drop set if you want to do some drop sets. Very true. Very true. I don't know. I was always a fan of Kai Green. I've always liked Kai. But he did have kind of a funk attitude when it came to the Phil Heath situation. There's no 2 ways about it. Say it again. Say it louder. Born in Rome was actually quite versatile. Just smelled the intense for the first time. You can get away with wearing that every day. Every day. I think it's got more of an aquatic feel than the notes would lead you to believe. Super versatile stuff. Fortunately, I stopped barbell benching before I ran into too many issues. Good for you. Football left my shoulder banged up for a while. I want to get back into the gym. Had surgery 2 months ago. Just incredibly nervous about it. Ease into it. Easy, easy, easy. Don't do nothing risky. But until you make a move, you won't know. It's a confidence thing for you at this point. You have to be confident in going do it. But I get it. After surgery, I'd be weary too. No matter what the surgery was, I'd be weary too. I get it. Everybody's a bunch of water and flesh. 1,000 pounds is not sustainable. Buff, my stupid high school football coaches push barbell benching on it. I mean, yeah, that's what it is. It's all about power. When you're lifting in high school for football, it's everything they're going to want you to do is power cleans, clean and jerk, deadlifts, squats, barbell flat bench press. Ain't no lat pull downs and single arm bent over row, and they don't give a shit about that. It's barbell curls, but maybe overhead skull crushers, which are terrible for your elbows. You're better off with a tricep rope overhead. That's how I do them. You can extend better and really get a full squeeze on the tricep, and you don't tear your elbows to shit like you did. Because I grew up doing dumbbell skull crushers. It's not good for your elbows, and you never get the full extension. There's smarter ways to train. There's egocentric ways to train, and there's smarter ways to train. I've never tried that one. No, I haven't tried it. Wow. Yeah. On that note, we're going to go ahead and shut it down. We're about to hit 2 hours. We had a little over 100 for a while. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for hanging with me for a little bit. I'm going to miss you guys for a few days because it's going to be a bit. No, I'm very happily married, man. I'm not interested. I'm a Rhea Ripley fan. I'm mommy's favorite reviewer. In case you didn't know, you should check out my IG page. I actually gave her New Notes Parfums Erotica Mini Mal. And I have a picture of her kissing the bottle. That was via the Nigerian giant. Omas passed it along to her for me, and I got a picture confirmation of her. She loved it, because that's why I say I'm mommy's favorite reviewer. So, she's done some reposts for me and stuff on IG and shit like that. I've never talked to her, but big Rhea Ripley fan. But no, it's nothing like that with Demi. She's Australian, of course. Her name's Demi, right? That's quintessential. It's like Michael for a white guy in America. It's that common, apparently. So I appreciate you guys come and hang. We'll see how it goes this week. Hopefully, fingers crossed, if we do get the storm, get the west side of it, and I don't lose power and can stay. Best case scenario, but who knows? I think it's a real good chance we're gonna be heading Louisiana. So I'll let you guys know. So make sure to like this stream before you go check out today's video if you haven't yet. Top 10 cheap colognes to make broke motherfuckers smell rich. That is the title. Broke MFs smell rich, as voted on by you guys. So y'all have a good one. Talk soon.